Greetings, fellow noobs! Oh, yeah, Varis. Tell him what's up! Oh. What's up, y'all? Welcome to NuubCast. This is Blomus. We got a 1v1 here. It is a PvZ with Larendo. And his opponent, my favorite gold Protoss, apart from myself, it's none other than Varis. Oh yeah, my boy Varis. Kicking it live on Metalopolis. Do you go to Brown too? Oh, I don't understand that question. Anyway, welcome to NuubCast, where we have an affinity towards the noob in you. It's a strange affinity. We love pro games, think that they're amazing, have obviously tremendous talent and incredible use to them. But I think for noobs, you know, there's a specific benefit to watching other guys at your own level play. We make mistakes that the pros don't make, and so therefore they can be pointed out and shown to us and say, this is what we ought not do, and therefore do it better. You're never going to see that in a pro game. You're never going to see, you know, silly micro mistakes, silly macro mistakes at the pro level, because they have trained that out of themselves, and we are still in that level. The other thing is, we believe wholeheartedly, as we see gas first, then pool, and I'm assuming we're going to see a hatch shortly from Larendo. I'm also convinced that exciting games can happen at any level, provided, you know, both players are trying hard. It's not necessarily if you assume mistakes, if you assume that the play is not going to be perfect, pardon me, then you can still enjoy and appreciate lower level games. And that's what NuubCast is about. We are about casting those lower level games, giving some attention to low level players who never ever get it otherwise, except, you know, on a Koth somewhere. Speaking of Koths, you should definitely check out Arcraft Gaming Koths. If you don't watch them, you should watch them. They're almost every night of the week, or in fact, I think they are every night of the week. No, not Saturday. There's the open, but there's Koths 6 nights a week for every level, except for Masters, because we'd like to have the Masters Koths. The Masters players show up and participate in the Koth as Varis' scouting probe eventually does go down, waiting for him to take that second gas, but he never does. And then, finally, getting his hatch. Interesting to see what's going down here in this matchup. Metabolic boost about halfway done now. And looks like Varis is going for a Sentry Expand build. Very, very common build among all Protoss at all levels, because it is safe, it is economically geared, and can turn into some very powerful timings. So it's definitely a recommended build choice. Probably the second most popular build after the 4-gate, and the people still 4-gate only because they're still trying to learn and get better at this game. Now, granted, pros still 4-gate because obviously it's a really powerful build, but both races have by now, if you're good enough, both races, Zerg and Terran, if it is scouted, can easily hold it off. So, and it does leave the Protoss player very exposed and very vulnerable if he does not pull it off, because you cut probes so early. Drone transfer for Larendo, and he's got his Overlord looking to come in and scout. Not going to see too much. Going to see a 3-gate. Going to see that the warp tech is finished. But this is pretty much exactly what you would expect. I'm guessing Larendo's looking for that early Nexus, or the expansion Nexus. He is going to see it. If he wants to kill the Overlord before he sees any other tech, or before he... I mean, he's not going to see he's not going to see any other tech because there isn't any other tech. But even that is information enough to make you want to kill this Overlord faster. The fact that he can see what's in your base at all, you know, letting them see what you do have is almost as valuable as, or actually, only slightly only slightly more valuable. Hello, tongue. Only slightly more valuable than letting them see what you don't have. As we have Spire down for Lorendo, looking to combat this this sentry-heavy build with some Mutalisks, apparently, and Varis closing off his expansion with some buildings. We're going to see some more pylons, maybe some cannons go down here now that the forge is finished. Hallucination coming up for Varis. Something that was used a lot in the for Protoss early on for scouting and whatnot. I think we see it less and less these days, but we are seeing it again more and more against Zerg, not so much against Terran as far as I can tell in my experience, which it is admittedly limited. Third hatch down for Lorendo, trying to get that economic advantage, keep that economic advantage. Stalkers now entering the composition for Varis, and that Ling not really going to see much of anything. There's the first hallucinated Phoenix out in the field. Going to see what he can see. Drone transfer over to the third as that hatchery completes. But upgrades for both players getting done. Varis continuing to make probes. Always a good thing. Always want to keep that macro going no matter what. 7 Mutalisks on the way for Lorendo, just at the time that Varis is moving out. Now, this could be very difficult for Varis. Now, maybe deciding not to move out, which will be good if Lorendo decides to harass with those Mutalisks. As he did. He scouted that. I bet he scouted. Let's see. He scouted the Spire. Yes, he did. And so now he's freaking out a little bit. He knows those mutas are incoming to harass, so he wants to have some units. He's got, look at this, he's got several stalkers in his both mineral lines waiting for this harass to come. And Lorendo making a bunch of lings. Now this might be a response. I don't know if Lorendo has scouted. No, he hasn't. Otherwise, those lings would be at the front. I'm thinking Lorendo's going to send lings to the front to pull the stalkers out of the mineral line and then send the mutas in. But there they are, stalkers right there. No mutas going down as of yet. But now, mutas are not confined to the mineral line. Going to get smacked here a little bit. And all the units coming out to meet them. Trying to take down the forge? That's really strange. Losing every single muta. 7 more Mutalisks in the queue. 4th base down for Lorendo. It is definitely time for... wow, he's making more and more Mutalisks. Having met that opposition, it might not be the best play, but I guess we'll have to see what Lorendo's going to do. We have plus armor coming down from this forge now for Varis. And again, keeping his units in the mineral line. This is what Mutalisks make you do. I mean, they do. They make you keep your stuff in at home. And they keep you from expanding. And on this map, not getting that 3rd base is going to really hurt Varis unless he gets to it. So we've got 11 Mutalisks now. More Zerglings in the queue. Quite a few Zerglings on the field here, but they are just back for defense, not really moving out with them. Once again, Mutalisks are going to be met with lots of opposition, but instead of going after minerals, they're going to go after production, which is exactly what they should be doing. Pylon goes down. another pylon that is going to supply... Oh, he didn't take it. He could have finished that pylon. He's going to need to pop more pylons down because he is about to be food locked, and he is food locked. There's a pylon for Varis. We've got a couple more gateways and the Templar archives going down, so we are going to see some High Templar come out. It's exactly what we want to see against mutas. 12 more mutas in production for Lorendo, and we do now finally see an infestation pit. It looks like he's committed to this muta play. I'm not sure I like it, considering what Varis is doing. I wonder, he must not have seen the Templar archives at all. No, he hasn't seen that. If Lorendo continues on this path, I think he's going to find himself in a bit of trouble. Lots of zealots out now from Varis. That's interesting. He must have seen these Zerglings and are now preparing for the Ling invasion, which is inevitably about to come. And it looks like Lorendo is setting up for a very, well, could be a very strong three-pronged attack. He's got Mutalisks over here, Mutalisks over, huge amount of Mutalisks over here, but he's not sending them all in at once. That would be so baller and would probably seal this game. But here comes the Mutalisks attack. Stalkers, there's just so many Mutalisks here. The units not able to do much. More Stalkers coming down. Several Archons at the top here, but looks like, yeah, he's going to get away with most of his Mutalisks. I don't think he lost many, but there was a huge, quite a bit of a loss for Varis. Oh no, the Archons are stuck in Varys's base, and this is just huge. Lorendo's completely maxed. He is stocking larva, stocking minerals, going to be able to remax. Not with gas though. It looks like he's like actually stopped mining minerals here. Just getting more and more Mutalisks, and now that the Archons are out and in play, I don't think that this is going to work out. Is he getting Storm? He's not getting Storm, so he's relying completely on Archons, which is okay. I mean, but really Varis needs to have a third, and here comes the huge attack. So many Zerglings coming in, but there's so many Zealots here to meet them. The Zealots will be able to take care of most of the Zerglings. It's, can the Archons help against all these Mutas? And look at the splash damage going down on all these Mutalisks. The Archons are causing so much damage to the Mutalisks. The Zealots are going to clean up all the Lings, and the Archons, oh my goodness. Look at that food. I think we had, Lorendo lost like 80 food worth of units, and Varis lost 20. That's how bad of an attack that was. The Zealots completely obliterated the Zerglings, and the Archons, with their splash damage, able to do so much damage against those Mutalisks. But Varis is about to find himself in some serious trouble, because now almost we're at the 19-minute mark, and he's just getting this third down, and he is up against a now 5 base Zerg. Now we have Corruptors out, although I'm not sure. He must be going for Broodlord tech. We see he is getting the Greater Spire. But let me check out the Units tab really quick here. Varis appears to be in quite a bit of trouble. He's going to have Broodlords out. He's got 10 Mutalisks and 50 Zerglings against 4 Archons and 30 Zealots and only 2 Stalkers. He is going to... I don't... Honestly, as well as Varis has played this thus far, considering how far behind he is economically, I cannot see how he can win this game. He has been completely out-macroed. He has allowed the Zerg to basically completely load up and on economy, and is continuing to sit back and let him macro, not pushing. Although even with the force he has right now, he probably could at least kill all these Zerglings and force Lorendo's hand into making more. Yeah, see, he can't even mine. He can't mine. He doesn't have enough gas to make more Templars. He can't make more. And here come the Broodlords attacking from the back. Attacking from the backside, cannot be touched by anything. Varis has no air, and man, I think Varis is going to have to GG. I mean, unless he's going to go and try for a base race, this is going to be over. Pardon me. Lots of zealots checking out the unit tab. Oh, that was already up there. Yeah. 90 Zerglings going to move in like a cloud and just completely overwhelm everything. And that's what's going to happen. Varis is going to go in and he is going to counter with Zealot Archon. Question is, will Lorendo pull off his Zerglings to come and respond? And the fact of the matter is if he does, which is exactly what we're seeing do, you look at the minimap, all these Zerglings are coming back, he is going to find himself completely dead. He should have stopped at the ramp. He could have killed all of those Zerglings, but it doesn't matter because all of these Zealots upgraded 2-2. The Zerglings are already dead. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. This army by Varis just completely annihilated 100 Zerglings. And and now here come the Mutalisks, and they're going to be in trouble too. But as you can see, the Broodlords are doing all the damage they need to do. It is a true base race, and I don't see how Varis can possibly compete with the numbers here. And he has no way of getting after those. Oh, look at all these spines going down for Lorendo, trying to protect his base. Not going to be done in time. Zealots are going to come in here and kill everything. Can we see? There is a upgrade for flyer attacks. There's an upgrade for ground melee. Zealots are just getting poked here. There is a Templar just like hanging out with no partner. Doesn't have storm. And again, oh my goodness, this is like watching Zerglings, Zealotlings, completely just eating everything, and more spines. But I don't think they're going to be able to do much against this army. Question is, as we see Varis getting another base down, are they going to be able to kill all of the buildings? I mean, there's still buildings over here that Varis hasn't killed, and there's not going to be any larvae for Lorendo. That's it. I mean, he's got this one base, but as soon as that dies, he's going to be revealed, and oh my goodness. This is unreal. I can't believe Varis actually has a chance to win this. Oh no, look, Hatchery going up down here at Varys' old natural, so he's not going to be revealed. And Broodlords are going to be able to come in and kill everything. I don't know why these three haven't been made into Broodlords. That's just kind of silly. Because he has the money, he has the gas, and there's no air for Varis. He doesn't have the money. Although he does. He's got quite a bit of money and gas. He could, if he had any production facilities, he could make some stuff, but he doesn't. All these larvae here going to live for a while. And man, Varis is look at this. He's just trying to plant more buildings. A true base race. I'm going to speed this up 2 times just to make it go, because base races can get to be a little bit tedious. Uh-oh. Here we are. Oh no, look it. We got pylons dropped around the base for Varis. He's got one gateway up here. So he's not going to be dead. And here come the Zealots. Oh, look at this. Varis splitting up his army. Sending in Zealots in one direction and keeping the Archons at home to protect these buildings, which is a pretty smart thing to do because it's the Broodlords he has to worry about. And the Archons could potentially kill them. Kill those drones, dude! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That was it! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Lorendo not using the drones he had to plant more buildings. And Varis ends up taking... Hey, pretty fun game. Thanks, Varis, for sending it in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. Surprising kind of ending. Huge lead by the Zerg player. And base trades, you know, things can happen. Things can happen in a base trade. And Varis just had vast, superior upgrades, and so was able to just completely destroy. Whoa, look at these Archons. Pretty baller. Without their little... without their penumbra. Without their bitty penumbra. Well, I don't know why they don't have it, though. That's weird. Anyway, keep climbing that ladder, guys. Hope you enjoyed the game. Send your replays to noobcasters@gmail.com. I'm running low on reps, y'all, so send them in. Send in those games. Good games, no turtles, no one-sided affairs. We want good, solid back and forth, knuckle grinding affairs. Hair-raising, hackle-raising fun. Peace out, y'all.